Before I upload this video, I'm going to tack on with something extra. You deserve to know how to change the images and the text. Otherwise, that would defy the point of me sending it. For the same purpose, you also deserve to find out how to change the gradient. There is a folder that will come with this called additional images. Inside of that is the only image linked to all of these. All of these you can see on the right. So you can tell each of these to choose a separate image. Each of these had a separate ID. I tied the additional text font to its own matching ID. You can change the font weight however you want, doesn't matter to me. The text on right that's supposed to have fake numbers next to your recording symbol. If for whatever reason you change anything, you refresh and you check back in OBS, and instead of these recording symbols you see 2 question marks, you need to get the correct emoticon number for this. Let me see if I can just find that for you. The emoticon number is well, I'm just gonna show it on the screen. But for anyone who cares, yeah. It's ampersand pound 128308 semicolon. Every single one of those characters matters. Without it, it won't work. Each of these does in fact share its their own set of images. So I realized something very early on, forcing me to re-record this. I have to remove the picture because it shares a bunch of usernames that no one needs to see. So I'm going to show it just once when I get here, and censor it when I get to that point in a video edit. But the short of it is, I'm starting from the top here. I ran into a post on Reddit that asks what most you miss about Twitch, and you could have back with the in an instant if you wanted to, with the flick of a wand. Someone responded in a way that rung true with me. They wanted it back to how it was in 2013, 2014. Where, I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. Where there were less ads for one, and more gaming content, no non-gaming content. The nostalgia stuck with me. I've been around since it was JTV. I made an account in 2011, which means I was right there at about the tail end of JTV before it became Twitch TV. Well, in a way. Context. Justin TV had a lot more than just gaming content, but the gaming section was really huge. It was just growing, from what I can tell, if it wasn't already the biggest part of the site. But set aside some events that happened that I'm not going to talk about, it was clear two things need to change. Two things need to happen. They need to either change the name or separate from it altogether. They did both in one fell swoop. They took the gaming section, which got so huge by that point, by the way, and gave it its own site, Twitch TV, with none of the PR that had stemmed from JTV, despite the fact that it came from the same creators, resulting in the UI you see right here. Now, there are a number of things I want to talk about with this. First being, the only thing that should stand out is how the chat room doesn't blend in, but everything else should be perfectly fine. Well, as close as I can get it anyway. Here it is, but it has a username. Here it is, but it's dark. Here it is when they decided to change their appearance a little in 2012. With that new font that acts as the broadcast title. Again, the chat room is the only thing that sticks out. Here it is also in dark. Here it is, but there's a banner. The only reason it's animated is because the last time I recorded this, which was mere hours ago, was because I took the banner from what you're going to see very shortly. It was a copy and paste. Here it is, but also in dark mode. Here it is when they decided to introduce theater mode, and they got rid of the banner. Also in dark mode, and this is the part where I wonder why I didn't use complete black, but then I realized as I looked back earlier during that last recording exactly why. It just didn't mix well. Okay, I'm going to show this just once, and I'm going to censor out the names. Get a good long look. All done. I replicated everything the best I could, except it wasn't all flat and whatnot. Top left, you have the UI for follow channels. And I just explained, be it crudely and poorly, by the way, how to edit the images and text. On the bottom left, same thing, but suggested friends. On the bottom right, you have the games section where it was showing all those games. I took that idea and asked OBS to make a scroll with a modifier. The chat room, that is also HTML, CSS. Dug around a little on the Wayback Machine to find out the fonts I needed. Oh, it works. It works. It actually works. Let me just let Chatty boot up while I'm talking about other things. On the bottom right, okay, load it up. What do you know? On the bottom right, you can see a whisper icon. There was a beta version of Twitch called beta.twitch.tv where they had whispers and the ignore feature. If you didn't like something, just hit the ignore button. That is now the block button. I'm pretty sure Burnout Paradise is supposed to have a banner. Wait, oh, it does. It's just a really bad color. And it mixes in with the alpha, so... On the top, you can see the top bar UI. I used the Wayback Machine to get a few good snapshots of these screenshots, and I put the whisper icon up there myself. Wasn't hard to find using that exact same screenshot of the Twitch pulse view, which is supposed to mimic how it was when we tried to be Twitter for some reason. It was fine with me, but I didn't use it very much. The only thing I can't put in there are the emoticon reactions, because the same thing on repeat over and over again is going to look very implausible and get very old very, very fast. But there was still a lot of blank space left, so I decided to just put in some animations in the back. And it also comes in dark mode. Oh, the scrolling stuff. The scrolling text. That is also available in light mode. Here. In case anyone's wondering, yes, I did in fact take a visit to W3 schools. And finally, you have this, with the fake UI on the bottom, that might fool somebody, by the way. It might. If that last part didn't look like it was actually new in the first place. That's the only good giveaway. All of this and more will be yours with a link in the description. Enjoy.